Well, a good morning to everyone joining us here on YouTube and Twitter. I am Robert Lee, and this is the 14U MacNSeitz Black baseball team. We are playing in the Battle of Omaha today at Anderson Field, so we're at a different location than we were yesterday. A beautiful morning right now, and I tell you what, we are excited for some good ball right here. Once again, facing the Kewaskum Tribe, and what a close matchup yesterday. Obviously, there were a number of folks that had some issues with some of the umpiring calls and things that nature yesterday, but regardless of those calls and whatnot, what I saw was a pretty sloppy affair by both teams, really. A number of fielding errors all across the board, out on the base paths, out on the field. Bats weren't especially going yesterday by either team. And so what I'm hoping for is maybe both these teams can play to the best of their capabilities. And if they do so, then maybe we're in for some good baseball this morning. I tell you what, when we did face the Tribe yesterday, it was a steamy hot one. And I'll tell you what, we ended up playing the Howard County Cubs just after at 2 o'clock. And that one, man, that was a burner. MacNSeitz coming up with a dub on that one, ending in the bottom of the last inning with a walk-off. And so a lot of fun right there. So two close matchups yesterday. And I imagine if both these teams can play to their best capability, we'll have another close one today. And hopefully, with any luck, that maybe the officiating won't be one of those points of contention, as both fans on both sides of the coin got a little bit chippy with each other. And you know what? I think when you consider that this is 14U baseball, these are young men trying to learn how to be men. And just doing what they love, which is playing some baseball and stuff like that. The boys just want to play. And so that's what I get excited about, and watching the enthusiasm, the passion, and also sometimes the heartache when things don't actually go your way. And so regardless of all that, super excited for us. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning, not barely just a few clouds in the sky. And I know it's going to be another burner, but this morning we're fortunate to be playing so early, even though most of us going to the College World Series last night and taking in a fantastic matchup between Wake Forest and LSU, and LSU winning in the bottom of the 11th on just an absolute no-doubter bomb left field. And so fantastic game there, but everybody a little bit short on sleep this morning as we had an early wake-up, 5:30, to get out here an hour before our matchup. And it looks like the umpiring meeting's already transpired, and the Tribe are ready to go. Up on the hill for MacNSeitz this morning is Tucker Lee. Looks like we have that home billing today. And first pitch coming in, 72 miles an hour, but a ball well outside. So that is number 11, Kingston, for the Tribe leading off. Fly ball right side. That one is going to get to the fence. Kingston is rounding second. The relay has not even come in at all. These guys not getting to the ball quickly out there in right field. And Kingston starts with the triple. So nobody down just yet. And that'll bring up. Doggone, I did not see his number there. So I didn't get a lineup for the Tribe yesterday, so I'm going off of an older one. So that is number 10, looks like Levi for the Tribe at the plate. And a nice looking fastball right there. And that one coming in just at 71 miles an hour. That'll even up the count now at 1-1. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, and Lee goes back to that slider right there. Had fantastic action on that, and in that matchup yesterday against the Tribe, Lee came in at the end of the game, kind of shut things down, 2 strikeouts and a little ground ball for that third out. Ooh, that one gets away from him. It's going to be a pass ball, and a run is going to get across the plate. So the Tribe get out to an early lead, and no outs as of yet. So Lee's going to need to settle in. I feel like he's going a bit slow. He needs to kind of ramp up the tempo and get into a tempo.
Hey, that hurt, Tuck. It's better right here, bud.
So he'll switch back to the windup right now. Oh, missing just outside. So now 3-1 count. You know, I was talking about this yesterday in the broadcast, but we were really kind of a little bit outside the city, just had absolutely almost no service. And so the live stream yesterday was really spotty. Little chopper, this one right up the middle, just over Lee's head. And that's good for out number 1. So that's Sebastian Wingrove over there at second base, doing a nice job making his way over to the ball and a good throw over to first. Now number 5, Keegan for the Tribe. But I was talking about it yesterday. Oh, good golly, I lost my train of thought. Well, nevertheless. And Lee starts with the first pitch strike right there. It's been a couple of sweltering days here in Omaha, and I tell you what, I'm really thankful for the cool breeze that we've got this morning. Nice looking pitch right there. And Lee has him down early in the count 0-2. And this one right up the middle. Lee just gave a softball for him. And Keegan, down in the count 0-2, comes up with the single. Oh, I do recall my train of thought here yesterday. And that is, I had a parent actually come up to me at one point during the game saying, hey, what was the instant replay on that? And I actually don't have instant replay in any of this software, so I know have instant replay. It's a feature I'd love to have, and so we use Mevo cameras, and that software just doesn't have it. And Lee puts a little extra spice on that one, now bumping up to 73. So when he faced the Tribe yesterday, he was sitting right at about 75, and so very typically when he's starting, we will see his speed continue to increase inning over inning. Matter of fact, he pitched a complete game here not so long ago, and his last pitch was faster than his first pitch. And so that is just something that, get those biomechanics kind of warmed up and feeling good. Nice oppo hit right there. That one makes it to right field. And a good cutoff right there. So Alex Kilman hitting Paxton Crowther, and that prevents a run from coming in. But certainly that instant replay would be something I'd love to have, and I missed it. And that is, oh gosh, I couldn't quite see it. It is number 34. That is Kyle up there for the Tribe. He doesn't. I don't know if the blue. And it looks like a balk was called on Lee. I don't know what's going out there on the field there, but This was certainly somewhat of the issue yesterday. And so 3 pitches, 3 balls, and Lee still looking flat. And a nice looking pitch right there. There you go. And Kyle draws a walk right there. That'll once again put runners on the corner here in top of the first. The Kewaskum Tribe now 2-0 in favor of the Tribe, obviously. Coach Baker deciding he wants to have a little chat and try to get Tucker settled down. So one of those things when Lee is able to oh, my goodness. He's sitting there rubbing his elbow now. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. It didn't seem to make one. Now the umpire going out to break up the party out there on the bump. Lee remains in the game. And I got to be honest, from a pitching standpoint, we don't have a ton of guys left. Lee only pitched that 1 inning, shutting things down yesterday. And we used a number of guys in the 2 games and the 2 matchups yesterday. So everybody's got innings and balls left, but nobody that can go for a long ways. Runner goes. He makes his way over to second uncontested. And I'm not sure where that pitch was at, but I believe it was called a ball. It looked pretty good to me. That's number 72 for the Tribe up to the plate. What's the name on that? What does that say? Yeah. Cullen. All right, that is Cullen. And I think I lost my pen. No, I don't think it came out of the case. And so Lee dialing it back here a little bit and trying to find the zone. He just needs to move down the hill. I see it. I was behind the count. So that'll load the bases, and Baker's now done. So there will be a pitching change here momentarily. We'll see who Coach Baker selects. And I tell you what, we needed Tucker Lee to pitch really well. He's definitely one of the good guys that we have, and just did not have it this morning. I honestly feel like it's just mindset. You know, when a guy wakes up and he says he's tired and he's this and he's that and he's moping around, and I told him, I'm like, you got to get your head right. And if you don't get your head right, it's going to be tough to have a good day. Who is this? Is that Grant Warren? Oh, wow. So Grant Warren will come in for Tucker Lee. So talk about a significant difference in pitching ability. Grant he has some movement on some of those pitches and keep these guys maybe just a little bit off balance. A tough situation here with the bases loaded, just 1 down. Obviously, a force out and a double play could be an option, depending on if we can get a ground ball. Tell you what, up in a situation where we had nobody down, bases loaded, got a ground ball right back to him, threw it to home, got the force out of home, and then the catcher threw to first base for a double play. It was fantastic. We got 2 outs and 1 failed swoop, and got kind of out of a tough situation right there. Play that it became that first out, and as of yet, nothing else. So walks really kind of doing the majority of the damage here, although a couple hits, and hats off to the Tribe on that. Folks, that keep getting it's just continuous, and we're going to do our best. I don't know if so a little ground ball rolling foul. That is number 44 for the Tribe. Looks like Jace. So we got a 2-1 count now to Jace. And a foul ball. Got 2 balls back to back almost. Maybe you want to play that line just a bit closer. Bryson Spears setting up outside. And this one indeed, right side. It gets through the infield, and at least 1 run will score. And 2 runs. So on a single and the throw coming home, the runner makes good use of base, and 2 more runs come across the plate for the Tribe. You got to think, man. I don't know what these boys are thinking, but you got 2 foul balls screaming down the line, and look at that gap between second base and first base, and he continues to play there. The coaching staff is taking a look at positioning-wise. That one pops up out of play. I mean, I could shut the whole stream off and switch back to Verizon and see if that's any better. Was the way to go, but ball in play. That one's going to get through the infield as well, and the Tribe continues to roll. So that'll put runners on the corners, and now 5-0. So Coach Baker asking Grant Warren, not a typical pitcher, to come in here and throw strikes, and that's exactly what he's done. Tribe sitting right on that, and, you know, those pitches coming in right around Starts off with a first pitch strike right there. You know, and typically when we see some of these guys who aren't some of the more velocity guys like and Bryson Spear with a nice block right there to save a run coming home. First time playing at Anderson Field, grass infield, as you can see there on your screen. So nice, well-maintained facility. That's number 22, Cooper, for the Tribe at the plate. And he fouls that one off the end of the bat. This one hammered to third base. And Parker Simons comes home and throws him out. And then Bryson Spear making a nice throw out to second base, and MacNSeitz somehow manages to get out of home. No force out there, so the tag had to be on point. Get them out, and then the batter who had made his way over to first base tries to make his way over to second when that throw went home. Bryson Spear makes the tag and then throws out, making a nice throw out there to second base. I mean, it's we'll wait and see. Does it? Oh, we can try, but I mean, I may have to turn off all the cameras and turn them back on and everything else, because I'm going to have to reconnect everything, I think. So, folks, we changed out our SIM card. I don't know if we're even up right now, but it does not look like our stream has gone back up yet. Cooper McCown drawing a walk there, a leadoff walk at that, and a quality AB, 6 pitches in. All right. Well, folks, we'll see how this works out for us. We switch back to Verizon. No action out there at first base. Cooper with good speed, but MacNSeitz with some heavy lifting to do here, down 5-0. Wild pitch, and Cooper will make his way out to second uncontested. That is number 5, Mason Gellender at the plate. Being patient, now 3-0 count. So a tall lefty up there. That is number 11, Kingston, for the Tribe up there on the bump. Good movement right there on that pitch, and that'll be a full count. So Kingston battles back. Gellender being patient. And he does indeed draw a walk. So back-to-back walks for Kingston to start. And that's now going to bring up number 27, Lee. Looking for an opportunity to kind of redeem himself from his performance out there on the mound. So we got that classic lefty-lefty matchup. Something Tuck doesn't get to see too often. Another pass ball. Runners will advance uncontested.
They're out there now for you, bud.
And now MacNSeitz with a good scoring opportunity and a couple of RBIs waiting for Lee. So Lee hitting well against the Tribe yesterday. Looking to maybe continue a little bit of positive energy here and trying to get MacNSeitz to claw back into this one. He fouls this one left side and just a bit early. I'm sorry, I said left side, but I meant right side. I'll figure out that left and right one of these days. And gets him. And gets him swinging on a curveball and off speed. So right now there's a little conversation about whether or not catcher caught the ball initially. And so the home plate umpire confirming with the base umpire whether or not catch did indeed glove the ball. And kind of interesting, you know, in all the games we played. As a matter of fact, we didn't have any of these types of issues in the Howard County Cubs game yesterday and stuff like that. But, gosh, you just want these umpires, and these are young guys still learning how to officiate and things like that. But you just want them to make a call and be confident with it, right? So I got that one marked down as a strikeout for Lee, and that's going to bring up number 27, Parker Simons. So Parker now with an opportunity for some RBIs. I will say Kingston looks good up there on the bump for the Tribe. He has a low three-quarter arm slot, and we don't get to see a ton of that really low kind of three-quarter slot, kind of thrown across the body a little bit, and comes in at a different angle. And then, of course, obviously playing on a nice mound gives you a little bit of a different look too. Too often these fields, these boys are not playing on the appropriate mounds like they are today. And so there's a small adjustments from a hitter and from a pitching standpoint. Good-looking curveball right there, and Simons goes down on 3 pitches. So MacNSeitz not coming up with any luck right now. 2 down, and still an opportunity to score here. Seemingly a possible base hit could score as many as 2. So Kingston, who started off rough with back-to-back walks, comes up with a couple of strikeouts back-to-back. Swing and a miss. This is Sebastian Wingrove at the plate. Now 1-1 count. And a strike 2 call. So for the first time in a couple of days, it looks like we do have a healthy stream going, and I don't anticipate any more outages. It looks like Verizon was my answer. That'll even up the count now, 2-2. And that one coming in high and inside. So full count for Seabass. Runners able to move on any contact. And a strike 3 call looking. So Kingston works himself out of what looked like possibly an early pickle. And MacNSeitz getting blanked, leaving 2 stranded. So boys looking just a bit flat today. And I tell you what, man, staying up too doggone late, man, and not taking the opportunity to get the appropriate amount of sleep is definitely a killer. Was an incredible game and an awesome opportunity to take in some good college baseball at the highest level. Obviously, leaving the stadium, the guys not able to really get quick rides back, as most of them took Ubers there. And I'll tell you what, the Uber situation getting back to the hotel last night, a bit of a mess. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, folks, that will take us to top of the second, and man, a bloody bloodbath there in the first inning. 5-0 favor of the Kewaskum Tribe. Not quite in mercy ruling type territory, but if they put up another big inning like they did in the first, MacNSeitz could find themselves in jeopardy of a mercy ruling. So I believe it's 15 runs after 3, 12 after 4, and 10 after 5. Little foul tip right there. And Grant Warren continuing to find the strike zone. You know, bringing in a guy who's not walking guys. Now you just have to hope that your defense is going to hold up behind him. So now starting to see some more pitches from Warren with a lot more movement. You know, and maybe he's gotten a little bit more warmed up. And another foul tip. So that's number 14 for the Kewaskum Tribe. That is Drew, bottom of the lineup. And then waiting on deck is number 11, Kingston, who will be the top of the lineup for the Tribe. So working towards a full count. Yeah, folks, I do get these counts wrong. I'm doing a lot of stuff here with the video, the scoring overlay, the audio, whole 9 yards, but I do my best. Drew does, in fact, draw a leadoff walk, and That'll bring us to Kingston stepping into the box. Waiting, taking his sign from the third base coach. Runner goes. Good looking throw and nobody there to take it. I tell you what, that's at least the second time I've seen that this weekend. And there can't be anything more frustrating to me than that. Absolutely nobody there to take a perfect throw. Threw right through the bag, exactly where he needed to be, and nobody there. Kind of unacceptable to play at this level and to have that. I hope the boys watch this one back. And I know I'm kind of hammering on a point here, but you're going to play competitive ball. You got to take it serious, and you got to learn and know what the situation is. For him to not even be there to take the throw at all is just unbelievable to me. So Bryson Spear with a really nice throw down. And so since nobody was there to take it, the Tribe, of course, smartly moves all the way over to third. So now a 2-1 count to Kingston. Grant Warren, of course, working from the stretch. Little pop-up. That one gets out of play. That'll even up the count now, 2-2. Ball in play right to first base. Paxton Crowther picks that one up, but it will be an RBI for Kingston and one out for MacNSeitz. So that'll make it a 6-0 affair. And now number 10, Levi, up at the plate. Ball high. Ball in play. This one over to short. Yellender charges it, but it gets right by him. And so Levi will reach on air. That'll bring up number 5, Keegan, for the Tribe. And Levi with a good lead over at first. He, of course, goes. And now somebody there to take the throw, but Levi had a good, not Levi, my apologies. Yeah, Levi had a good jump on that one.
What do you say, bud? Keep working.
So a 3-0 count. And a big swing and a miss right there.
Wait on it, bud. Wait on it.
Deep breath here, buddy. You got it.
And that one missing outside. Ball 4. So last pitch coming in just at 61 miles an hour. And that brings up number 27, Alex, for the Tribe. So runners now on second and first. And MacNSeitz looking about as flat as I've seen them. So certainly that sun is rising a little bit higher in the sky. Time now just 8:42. And it'll be interesting to see if that sun comes into play here on the right side of the field. And a good looking pitch right there, 1-2 count.
Grab two, roll two, boys.
Hard hit. This one gets through the infield. And left fielder with a big arm ready to go, but Tribe does not challenge right there. But another hit for the Tribe, and that'll load the bases. So just one down, force out just about everywhere. And let's see if MacNSeitz can close this out here. Little chopper left side, but it will be foul. And as that one's in foul territory, all the runners will make their way back to base. So Catch communicating to his infield, trying to tell these guys, hey, let's close up some of these gaps. Grant Warren continuing to toe the rubber for MacNSeitz. He steps off, trying to keep that runner honest. And maybe a little too much effort and thought, thinking about other things. Now 2-1, now 2-1 count. So corners are playing in. Now 2-2 count. This is number 34 for the Tribe. That is Kyle at the plate. Now an important pitch coming up next with a full count. Bases loaded. And a swing and a miss. So Grant Warren with his first strikeout. And that'll be 2 down for MacNSeitz. That brings up number 72, Cullen, to the plate. As he looks on, taking in the situation with the bases loaded. Pass ball, runner is going, and he'll come across the plate. Both runners advance, or all runners advance, rather. That'll leave just 2 on now. Runners at second and third. That ball, that last pitch is glancing off the mitt for Bryson Spear and getting away. Fly ball left side. That's going to be caught for out number 3. My goodness, folks. 7-0 is what I have. And so MacNSeitz not giving up quite as many in that second inning, but still giving up a couple. And